Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of January 20th. This is for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. If this doesn't resonate with you, go check your other two signs for more clues on how this week is going to go for you. All right, and so this week, like last week, I said by today, we were going to have a Aquarius stellium with 3 planets already in Aquarius. On the 23rd, we have Mars entering Aquarius as well. So 4 planets in Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign that is the humanitarian of the zodiac. It has seen everything that has come before it and really wants the best outcome for all. So when you look at true Aquariuses, they also have this independence to them. And it's not necessarily just an independence of, like ignore everything. The independence is actually from intellectual people who with high IQs tend to have hard time relating to other people. And that's just the thing, is that Aquarius, while they care about the good of all, they have a hard time relating to the all. And so that is the energy of the moment, is that that you might not be relating to everybody, but there is still this drive to make sure that everybody is safe and sound at the end of the day. Yeah. That we all leave things better than we found them. Yeah. That's the energy of the moment. And so we also have on the 26th, we have Neptune going into Aries. So Neptune was in Pisces, and it was a very dreamy place, and not a lot of those subconscious things were coming to life. But with Aries there, this is really an opportunity for us to activate our dreams in our waking lives. So Aries is going to be there for a long time, as Neptune is an outer planet. There is a raven where Mama Squirrel always sits. That's cute. Wow. Hello. Anyways, so we have, wow, now you're eating something. Interesting. You pooped. You just pooped on my fence. Rude. Anyways, with Aries in Neptune, this is an opportunity because Neptune is an outer planet and it stays there for a longer time. So if there have been things you want to put out into the world, this is the time to do so. All right, and so I'm using the Sedona deck. It is this fun deck that I got gifted for my birthday one year, and it is very self-produced. You can see the graphics, amazing. You can see the papyrus font that we all remember from those spiritual days of the early 2000s. Amazing. And so that's what we're working with today. That is what's going to guide us through this next week and into Aquarius season properly. Yeah. All right. You got Bell Rock, possibilities. And so Bell Rock, and you as an earth sign, look at that. You've got earth right off the bat. So Bell Rock, when you drive into Sedona from that, I don't remember what the highway is even called at the moment, but when you drive into Sedona from the Oak Creek side, you get this portal that you drive under Bell Rock, between Bell Rock and the 2 surrounding canyons. And I never knew anything about vortexes or anything, but I drove in, saw that, and I was like, obviously whatever vortex is, that is what is happening there. Bell Rock is this vortex that it gives you this feeling of expansion is what is leaving there. So with that Taurus, you have this open possibilities. The world is your oyster energy that you're starting this week off with. Rain. But here it says gifts, which another thing about the desert is that when we get rain, it does not dampen our mood the way that it would, say, people who live in places that are constantly cloudy and gloomy. In the desert, when it rains, You can see the plants and animals just come to life in ways that you don't get in like other parts of the world. If you've ever smelt creosote freshly after a desert rain, it is one of the most healing things that can happen for your lungs, at least, if not your whole body. So when we think of rain from a perspective of other parts of the world as this gloomy mood, think of it as a gift, and think of that like your emotions, where sometimes we have little storms that come up, but we know that after we've maybe cried about it or let it out, screamed it out in whatever way we need to, we feel so much better. So knowing that, yes, there's a lot of heavy energy right now, but if you don't feel it and grieve it, you can't move through it. So Taurus, that is part of this week. And you have Yucca, beauty elevates. Yeah. And so Yucca and aloes and agaves, they do these big blooms that shoot up out of the center of their structure, and they go really tall. And so it's one thing where when you think of a plant that flowers, it's on their bushes, it's like it tucked in their leaves. But no, when these plants want to show something, they shoot it up like a firework in the sky. And I mean, it's longer lasting than a firework, at least. So Taurus, where can you put more beauty in your life? And it's saying that beauty doesn't have to be like a done-up face every day. It doesn't have to be catering to specifically making things in a classical beauty way. Beauty is just how you move throughout the world. Do you move in a way that uplifts and softens spaces? And that is what this Yucca card is asking you to do, because a lot of us, and you can think of this as the frequency of things, we have lower density frequencies like pain and fear and anger, but then you come up and you got to get through some more. Courage is great, but when you look at courage on that frequency scale, it actually is about here. Acceptance is about here. Once you get beyond acceptance, you get into places like joy and love. So Taurus, this is asking you, like, what ways can you live that keep you in love and joy? And it's not saying that this lower stuff isn't there. It's just saying that when you can live from a frequency of this, you are elevated and you have the ability to uplift others. Like, we know that we don't want to separate this is bad, this is good. It's just saying that. So yes, you might have pains in the week, but can you still come back to acknowledging that joy that's around? So Taurus, the possibilities are there for you in whatever way you want to use them, but I'm also going to leave you with a card from the Kuan deck so that you are able to elevate into that beauty. Yeah? Blossoms of the Sky Dancer. Kuan Yin guides you to remember the creative energy and spiritual light that are within you, which cause all of life around you to bloom. Creation is a natural spiritual power within you. Beloved, force can slow down the process. It is time to stop striving and allow your manifestations to occur. Trust, let go, and allow your creation to flow. Yeah? All right, Taurus. Well, that's what you got this week. It's pretty beautiful. You have the options. And yes, the world can't always be like love and light. Because it's not. It's both. It's all encompassing. And turning things into that duality as well isn't helpful for anybody. So I don't know what that will lead you to this week, Taurus, but I hope this helps. And I'll see you next week. Bye.